You spend your money to buy a vehicle and still not be the rightful owner? Well, tonight our I-Team is uncovering how missing titles can be a common and serious problem.
Consumer investigator Jason Knowles is here now with what you need to do before you buy a car. Jason.
You paid in full, you have your keys, and you hit the road. The problem? The I-Team found that there are hundreds of cases every year in Illinois where car dealers leave buyers hunting for a missing title.
It's been kind of a roller coaster ride.
Daniel Ramos and his girlfriend Heather Searing say that roller coaster ride is over this ride, a recent car purchase.
They never showed me a title directly, signed some paperwork, and you know, he said he would, you know, ship the plates out to us when they arrive.
They bought the 2006 Nissan Pathfinder for $7,000 from O'Hare Motor Cars in northwest suburban Melrose Park. Shortly after the sale, they were unable to obtain a certificate of title.
A nightmare. If we can't get the title, then they should have never sold us the vehicle in the first place.
Without a title, drivers may be unable to resell the vehicle. They could face an insurance claim denial if the car is totaled, and authorities say they may run into problems after temporary plates expire.
Because they can't get registration for that vehicle, so they're really unable to drive that vehicle on the street.
On average, the Secretary of State's police investigators say they get 700 to 800 failure to transfer title cases every year.
We started with the dealership, and we would leave messages. We got the owner's email address, his cell phone number, and it just been round and round.
So they called the I-Team, and shortly after our calls to the Secretary of State,
we took enforcement action against the dealership.
Deputy Director Elmer Garza says the owner of O'Hare Motor Cars was cited with failure to transfer the title within 20 days of the sale. Then the dealership transferred the title to Ramos. Here it is in his name. The car dealer says he got the car at an auction, and there were issues with the previous dealer applying for a new title.
A duplicate title was issued in New Mexico and then subsequently issued to Colorado. And that was the current title. So there was a holdup with what title was current for that vehicle.
The owner of O'Hare Motor Cars told the I-Team he had been working hard with the Secretary of State's office on a resolution, and that the previous dealer who I bought the car from through auction has finally applied for the new title. I will rush it to transfer it in Daniel Ramos' name. The owner added that he had been doing business for 25 years, that this has never happened to him before, and that it's not even my fault. The Secretary of State's office says it has received only one other recent similar complaint about O'Hare Motor Cars, but the warning for buyers is about all of those dealerships statewide.
We have dealers, especially dealers that go out of business, where the dealership goes defunct, where they may have 100 to 200 failure to transfers.
What do consumers need to know to avoid this, to make sure that they get a title?
They need to look at the paperwork for the dealership and make sure that the title is in hand. The car dealership has a title for that vehicle. They could even go a step further and make sure the vehicle identification number for that vehicle matches the vehicle identification number on the title.
The Secretary of State's office says this problem is more common at used car dealerships who sell cars from other states or auctions. Sometimes dealerships are trying to move cars off the lot before they have the proper documentation. A missing title would most likely not be an issue if you financed a new car. When you finance a new car, the lender has the title until you pay off that loan. But you know, this is an emotional, exciting issue when you buy a car.
Right.
Pay attention to the details.
Yeah. So you get stuck, and without plates, you can't drive it on the street.
That's right.
All right. Thanks so much, Jason.